Hello, I just thought I'd do a bit of an analysis of our CP Gully Wash match from UGC Summer Season 10, I think? Season 10, Week 2. What could have gone better? Just watching for a bit of it. We still don't have an official demo man yet. I'm getting a text. But Soggy Bread didn't have anything to do this evening, so he came back for this scrim, and he works pretty well with us after a season of experience. Deciding to bomb in, which, you know, it doesn't really work out, but we get a reasonable mid for it anyway. There, medic goes down to something, and we know this. If we just play smart with it, then we can keep Clive alive. There's a pyro coming behind, and doesn't quite get Clive as gets blasted away. A lot of pressure into Clive, but Sabotage and Bonhart managed to protect him well enough, and they seem to be falling out of here. So we've already capped mid, and Sneaky and Synth have already capped second. So we really could have taken that ground a lot faster there. If we had been quicker on the draw, could have done that better. But lobby is free at the moment. We can take that. And we are. And someone getting on the point, and they've sort of collapsed onto it. I'll be Sneaky or Synth, and Clive. Okay, a few things there. When we're holding here, we are kind of blind to all of this. We need to start, like my dispenser there doesn't help, but we're blind to everything coming in here. And also Clive really needs to sort out his keyboard and standing still for periods of time, because I imagine that's part of it. But their medic went down at some point as well, so we've equalized the Ubers at least. And it's unlikely that they'll push out of last without an advantage. They're pressuring into main pretty hard, and we're just kind of holding around this lobby area, and Clive stood in this sight line, so he died. That's another thing we have to keep in mind, just to stay out of this bit and just going around here, and they're going to get aggressive off this. They've already got sniper and medic. I'd be surprised if they didn't take the aggression here, because I don't quite remember this round. But they don't seem to be taking it quite yet. Alta's bombing in, but doesn't really manage to get anything yet. So we should be preparing to fall out here. We're still holding a bit close right here, and we could, like, they could easily just go out here and get a few picks and stuff. We've also got no one watching Riverside, and there's a spy going behind, and I called that out and we got it. But we have no one watching Riverside, and we're all holding in lobby pretty close. I have a feeling we could really get some pressure in this side and get a better Uber if we hung out over there a little more. Sabotage is again in that sniper sight line, but he gets out, and there we go. That's them coming straight out of main and Ubering in, and Clive dies because we don't have Uber advantage, and we should be prepared to get out when we don't have that advantage. So that's something we have to work on. But we still don't. Oh, we're losing a few players now, bleeding a few. We might still be able to hold mid if we solidify here and don't play stupid, because they don't have many players here either. But we have lost our demo, so if we can just hold mid, their medic went down as well, so we've got a little advantage, but I'm not sure if we'll work off that or not. So we're kind of oddly, we're in an odd position here that, like, they don't have that much presence on second, but neither do we. And we don't even have much presence on mid, which our combo should really be holding in the choke. This shouldn't be as defensive a hold as it is. We have Uber advantage. We should hold actually up in the choke rather than back here, which is a defensive for when you have a disadvantage and they're going to push with Uber or something. But we have the advantage this time, and they're getting too aggressive without an Uber, and we already popped. That didn't look like a force or anything, and it was over pretty quickly, but I'm really not sure what happened there. That could have gone better. But their medic manages to die with about 90% Uber, as could have called that scout quicker. Clive might have died if the scout hit his shots in quick succession, so just a little more spatial awareness there. So looks like we're gonna watch for the sticky trap, but luckily it doesn't manage to kill anyone. Bonhart manages to air blast the stickies away, and still we've got nothing on Riverside. Neither do they, which is good, I guess. But if we'd have gone through that way, then probably could have got something better done. So we have advantage there because their medic died. So we're just waiting for this. We shouldn't get any picks. Now we have people watching up here. This is a bit of an aggressive hold as long as Clive doesn't die to this soldier again. And it looks like we're going to Uber in from main here, I guess. We already bleed a scout before we go in. But we seem to have taken a fair bit of ground. We've already got myself on the point. They're falling back a bit. They're taking a lot of damage. We've only got 3 up though, so that was a bit of a crazy fight. But Ulta manages to get like a 3 or 4k and cap the point anyway. So even when it was just Ulta and Clive alive, we managed to solidify there, which is kind of lucky. And the actual fight itself could have gone much better for us, so should probably work on a Ubers in. But Gully Wash week is over, so we won't play it for another season. It is annoying. We only ever get a good game in matches, and by that time it's pretty useless to go over stuff for the next scrim, because the next scrim won't be for ages. So we're pushing opposite sides here. There's not much interaction. We should be able to. We should know the soldier is out here, and we've already lost a lot of players. They've only lost a scout, so we should get out of here. And Clive stood still to take the sandwich, and the demo man just went out of there. They should have just like got out rather than try to stay in and take some health. So we have very few players up, and yeah, they're getting aggressive all into here. They're taking their aggression very well. Already putting the combo on the second point, which is the right thing to do. Are we going to hold in lobby, or looks like we're going all the way back to last? Looks like last hold to me, although we are taking aggression into lobby right now, and there isn't anyone here right now. Someone seemed to have stopped the cap and forced the Uber. It's probably Ulta. But we've got pretty good aggression onto here. They're falling back a bit, but we've just lost Demo and our medic to a spy. So we're going to have to fall all the way back to last. We're in a really bad position here. They're going to have quite a small push in if they're going to do anything. Yeah, they're already taking lobby, and they're going to go in pretty quick here. Going in Riverside because we don't have anyone watching Riverside, and that's also something we need to work on. And they're going to get a much better Uber in here once they get it, because it's going to be much more sudden and in here, and our Ubers came from all the way back there, so they didn't have much of a chance to do anything. Yeah, see, we've got spam coming in from Riverside. We've got an Uber up from the balcony area, which is pretty odd. But we got a few picks on their push here. We've got quite a few numbers, and it looks like we can solidify, but Clive just went down again. I assume that was going out of this spawn with a medic in main, which is unfortunate. We need to call that out better and act on it better. Find out the safe spaces to go at that point and move into them. But both medics are up now, so almost exactly equal Ubers, and we've got a few picks. They have quite a lot of presence on second point, but we can take the lobby at least if... Oh. Well, luckily their medic died, but Clive and Sabotage and Soggy and Sneaky and Synth all died at the same time there. I really shouldn't have held this close when they could have held right outside that door. Just allowed our medic to die so easily. And now we've got to hold all the way back at last again, which is not a good place to be, for obvious reasons. So... Well, it's good that we got their med. It gives us a an Uber to defend the point with, and I suppose we're at least getting some presence in here, but again, Riverside there's nothing here. We're just putting very little here. Alta goes in for a minute, but that's just for a second. We need to put something on there more permanently. Just holding back for Ubers at this point. And Clive died to a snipe. I assume that was from down here, going all the way up into here, so don't hold back here, I guess. Hold up here if you have to, but don't get that snipe. They've got Uber, and they can get a good push in here. We've got a few dead at the moment. Where's my sentry? Oh, it's in there. Luckily no one's focusing it, so we can get a bit of cleanup right here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took the point. Managed to get... again, it's just altering Clive alive, and Clive dies again to the sniper in main, so we need to watch main better and keep in mind those sniper sight lines. Spam it a bit if we want, as well as Riverside, and probably balcony as well, and just watching the doors better than we do at the moment. But the Ubers look like they've equalized. Their med must have gone down at some point, but we have to watch last again. We've already got a sentry watching, so I guess we're pushing out here a little bit as Flip died. Where are our guys? Oh, we're holding on last again because we can't push back out because our medic died with disadvantage, and we have spam coming in from balcony, and we have nothing watching that as well. Soldier in Riverside because we have nothing watching that. And there's a sniper in here, and our sniper has just died. Their medic has died, which is a good job for Sneaky. So if we keep this advantage and play smart, Clive's not in position where he can get sniped from down in main, but if the sniper comes into balcony, then he can get a shot. Soldier behind the point gets dealt with pretty quickly. Like we watched the point well enough. It's just the entrances around that we need better presence on. Like this Pyro was allowed to pressure into here, and we are losing a few players here. We have Uber and they don't, so if we just go in quickly, then we can take a lot of ground. But looks like we're only taking lobby right here, and they're holding pretty far behind. We could take the upper attic area very easily, but we decide to Uber from lower, which, you know, that's alright. And Clive is standing still again. Get it looked at, please. I know you're trying to, but it's like the worst thing, like the worst player to have the worst hardware problem is standing still as medic. We managed to get the point in there. It wasn't a terrible Uber out of main, but there is a sniper behind us. Should be someone calling it out, and Clive is in his sight line. Probably should have gone behind the rocks a bit quicker, but sort of dealt with that alright. Just attacking second. We have too many players in the main here. We have sniper in the main, as well as this sniper behind. And we're very lucky that he didn't get Clive right there. And it's only me on the flank. We need more players coming around the flank here. Like, it's me and then Bonhart helps, but Pyros should usually be more around with the combo. I'm just kind of lucky that, well, with the push there it frees up the flank and we can clean up so that we can take aggression in a little bit. And they're holding quite far back, so we're just deciding to keep momentum up. They have a few players down, and that's pretty smart. And again, it's just me on the flank, and I die. So we need more players there, like Scout and Soldier, and Sniper, but there's very little there, and we seem to have all died right there. This is a bit of a sloppy push, I guess, and they're going to retake mid as a result. Their medic died, which is very good, and looks like we're taking this a little bit, but again, Alter is like, Ultra has great bombs and everything, and he roams very well, but he plays with the combo a lot. And see, again, I'm the only person on the flank, and we have to pull players from the combo, like the demo and the pyro, out to the flank to help watch it, which is a pretty bad situation, because like they're needed up there, and we just need, like, okay, here comes Synth, but by this point they've realized that the flank is open and a lot of their players are going in here, but it's just Synth against these guys now. So we like managed to solidify a little bit, but they have taken the garage, and like there's very little we can do. We seem to have already pushed into mid, which is weird because we've left so many players in the garage, but it looks like we've cleaned up a little bit. They have advantage, but they have a lot of players down, so we might be able to take this advantage in now that it looks like they're holding here. I wonder if we decide to push in. Yeah, it looks like we're staying aggressive here. Or are we going to decide to fall back? They're holding a bit defensively this time, so okay, this just looks like normal attacking second kind of spots with Sabotage. There he is. Don't get over aggressive into the choke, and Alter is with the combo again, which, like, it kind of works, and Clive died because we were holding too close to the choke and there was no spam going in there and we didn't get aggressive enough, and the flank is again just me, and we need more on that than me. So, and like Bonhart comes around here, but Bonhart's more needed everywhere else. And see how many players they have around here. They're taking their medic in and they're just going to push this way. And everyone's still watching up here, so if we can get like spam into here, then we can pop the Ruber early. And there it does pop, which is Alter's work, which is again good, but we need to work out a way to get people on the flank as well. They just used up the Ruber for pretty much nothing, but no one in the combo seems to have actually paid attention to the fact that they used an Uber down here, which we like need more awareness of that. If they're just hanging out in garage, we could probably take this area and choke here with just a bit of pressure, but we've lost a lot of players at this point, and they can take mid just because we've bled a lot of players, and you just like shouldn't die in that situation. We had an advantage there, and we probably could have used it. The medic has died at some point there, but they've taken mid, and they're gonna try to get aggressive into here. But we do have enough players on the choke to stop this. But our demo should be there as well, instead of fighting the soldier alone on the flank. Alone on the flank being the focus right here, because that was pretty annoying while I was playing. And the scout was allowed to get in because there was no one on the flank. Because if there's like one person there, then no one else can help. But now we have a bit more. We have at least Scout and me, but it's important to not get over aggressive. Looks like we've Ubered in, and that's why we're pushing. So their demo's got out of position. We've got a lot of presence here. We see their pyro going up there, so we can easily catch him out. It looks like we have the kind of advantage where we can push in here. The medic's kind of alone on the second point, so yeah, we are taking this aggression as fast as we can. Yeah, so I like how we're taking the aggression to second point, but our holds could do a lot more than that. And it looks like they're not holding in here, so we can take lobby pretty easily. But we're going to wait for the Uber, and no one is going to watch Riverside, and we're going to hold far too close to these entrances without watching them, and we're not going to particularly watch in here as their sniper comes up again. But it's okay. Like, holding back here is alright if we've got someone watching Riverside, but we're holding very close. We have charge. It looks like we're going to go as quick as we can in here. We really should be Ubering like the demo in and then the heavy, because this is just getting stuffed, you see, by the pyro. So if we could get something like better on it. We've got very little doing anything right here, and we're very bad at calling out like in here. We're lucky that like I've managed to get a minion here to get their med, and like they're deciding to push out, and it's just a back cap. And back caps are fun, but they're really unreliable. So we need to get something like consistent with pushes in. We're bad at Ubering into last, it would seem. I don't think there'll be very much more to learn from this. That's the main subjects, just like getting more players on the flank and better holds where we watch all of the entrances. Seem to be our main problems right now, as well as finding a demo who is actually a main demo, which we don't have right now. So I'm just gonna stop now. So bye.